stop everything for a second because what I'm about to say might completely change how you use your computer in 2026 if you're still using Windows 11. There's a growing wave of data experts, privacy advocates, and even everyday power users who are starting to raise serious concerns, and not in a vague, theoretical way, but in a very real, practical, everyday sense. This isn't about hating on Windows for the sake of it. It's about understanding where computing is going, what your data is actually worth, and whether the system you trust every day is really working for you or quietly working against you. For years, Windows has dominated the desktop space. It's familiar, it's widely supported, and for a lot of people, it's just what they've always used. But 2026 feels different. The conversation has shifted. It's no longer just about performance or aesthetics or even gaming compatibility. It's about control, transparency, and the uncomfortable truth that your operating system might be collecting far more about you than you realize. And while Microsoft has always included telemetry in its systems, what's changed now is the scale, the depth, and the integration of data collection into nearly every layer of Windows 11. Think about how many times you've clicked accept on a privacy prompt without really reading it. Think about how many background services are running right now on your machine that you've never even heard of. Windows 11 has become increasingly complex under the hood, and that complexity isn't always in your favor. From personalized ads in the start menu to cloud-connected features that constantly sync your activity, there's a growing sense that the operating system isn't just a tool anymore. It's a platform, and you are part of the product. Data experts are particularly concerned about how deeply integrated Microsoft's ecosystem has become. Your files, your browsing habits, your app usage, your search queries, all of it can be tied together through your Microsoft account. And while this can be convenient, it also creates a centralized profile of your digital life that raises serious privacy questions. Even if you trust Microsoft, the issue isn't just trust, it's about risk. Any centralized system becomes a target, and the more data it holds, the more valuable that target becomes. Another major concern is the increasing push toward cloud dependency. Windows 11 is slowly but surely nudging users toward a future where local control is reduced in favor of cloud-based services. Features like cloud backup, online accounts for setup, and even AI-powered tools are designed to work best when you're constantly connected. But what happens when you don't want that? What happens when you want a system that works fully offline, that doesn't require you to sign in, that doesn't constantly communicate with remote servers? This is where the conversation starts to shift toward alternatives, and specifically toward Linux. Now, before you roll your eyes or assume this is only for developers and tech enthusiasts, hear this out. Linux in 2026 is not what it was 10 years ago. It's not even what it was 5 years ago. The ecosystem has evolved dramatically, and for the first time, it's genuinely competing with Windows, not just in philosophy, but in usability, performance, and even software compatibility. Modern Linux distributions are designed with everyday users in mind. They come with polished interfaces, easy installation processes, and a wide range of pre-installed applications that cover most common needs. Whether you're browsing the web, watching videos, editing documents, or even doing creative work, there's a Linux solution that can handle it. And the best part is that you're not locked into a single experience. You can choose a distribution that fits your needs, your hardware, and your preferences. Privacy is one of the biggest reasons people are making the switch. Unlike Windows 11, most Linux distributions are open source, which means their code is publicly available and can be inspected by anyone. This transparency creates a level of trust that's hard to replicate in proprietary systems. There are no hidden telemetry services quietly collecting your data. There are no forced updates that change your system overnight. You are in control, and that control is one of the most powerful aspects of the Linux experience. Performance is another area where Linux is gaining serious attention. Windows 11 can be resource heavy, especially on older hardware. Background processes, visual effects, and system services all add up, and over time, they can slow your system down. Linux, on the other hand, is known for its efficiency. Even on older machines, it can run smoothly and responsively, breathing new life into hardware that would struggle under Windows. This is particularly important in 2026, where not everyone is upgrading their devices every couple of years. Then, there is the issue of updates. Windows updates have long been a source of frustration for users. Unexpected restarts, long installation times, and occasional bugs that break existing features have all contributed to a sense of unpredictability. Linux handles updates differently. You have more control over when and how updates are applied, and in many cases, they can be installed without requiring a reboot. This might seem like a small detail, but over time, it makes a huge difference in how you interact with your system. Security is another area where Linux shines. While no system is completely immune to threats, Linux's architecture and permission model make it inherently more secure in many ways. Malware targeting Linux desktops is far less common, and the open source nature of the system allows vulnerabilities to be identified and fixed. In contrast, Windows remains the primary target for many types of malware, simply because of its large user base and the complexity of its ecosystem. Of course, no system is perfect, and it's important to be honest about the trade. One of the biggest challenges with switching to Linux has traditionally been software compatibility. Many popular applications are designed specifically for Windows, and while alternatives exist, they may not always offer the exact same features or work. However, this gap is shrinking rapidly. Tools like compatibility layers and containerized apps are making it easier than ever to run Windows software on Linux, and more developers are releasing native Linux versions of their applications. Gaming, which was once a major barrier, has also improved significantly, with advancements in compatibility tools and increased support from game developers. Many popular titles now run smoothly on Linux. While it may not yet match Windows in every scenario, the gap is closer than ever, and for many gamers, it's no longer a deal breaker. Another factor to consider is the learning curve. Switching to a new operating system always involves some adjustment, and Linux is no exception. But the idea that it's only for experts is outdated. Modern distributions are designed to be intuitive, with graphical interfaces and user-friendly tools that make everyday tasks simple. And because the community is so active, there's a wealth of tutorials, forums, and guides available to help you through any challenges you might encounter. What's really driving this shift, though, is a change in mindset. People are starting to question the trade-offs they've accepted for convenience. They're asking whether it's worth giving up control over their data, their system, and their digital environment in exchange for a familiar interface. And for many, the answer is increasingly no. They want a system that respects their privacy, that gives them control, and that doesn't treat them as a data source. In 2026, this isn't just a niche movement anymore. It's a growing trend. More and more users are experimenting with Linux, either by dual booting alongside Windows or by making a full switch. They're discovering that it's not as difficult as they expected, and in many cases, it's actually more enjoyable. There's a sense of ownership that comes with using a system you truly control, and once you experience that, it's hard to go back. If you're curious about making the switch, the best approach is to start small. You don't have to wipe your system and dive in head. You can try Linux from a USB drive, explore different distributions, and see what feels right for you. This low-risk approach allows you to get a feel for the environment without committing fully, and it can be a great way to learn at your own pace. It's also worth considering what you actually need from your operating system. For many users, the answer is surprisingly simple. They need a browser, a way to manage files, some basic productivity tools, and maybe a few specialized applications. Linux can handle all of this and more, often with greater efficiency and fewer distractions. And because it's customizable, you can tailor it to your exact needs, removing anything you don't want and adding only what you do. The conversation around Windows 11 isn't going away anytime soon. Microsoft will continue to develop and refine the platform, and for some users, it will remain the best choice. But the idea that it's the default, the only option, is fading. In its place is a more diverse more flexible landscape where users have real choices, and where those choices are driven by values as much as features. So when you hear data experts saying to avoid Windows 11 in 2026, it's not about fear or hype. It's about awareness. It's about understanding the implications of the tools you use every day and making informed decisions about your digital life. Whether you choose to stick with Windows, switch to Linux, or explore other options entirely, the important thing is that you're making that choice consciously, with a clear understanding of what you're gaining and what you're giving up. And maybe that's the biggest shift of all? Not the rise of a new operating system, but the rise of a more informed user, someone who asks questions, who values privacy, who understands the importance of control. Because in the end, your computer isn't just a device. It's a gateway to your life, your work, your thoughts, and your identity. And choosing the right system to run it isn't just a technical decision, it's a personal one.